Good afternoon, it's Michael and I'm back at work. I've been back at work now for over a week. It did take me a little while to adjust back through to the sleeping patterns. I lost about 4 hours and then I flew straight back into daylight saving adjustment as well. But I just wanted to send out a quick message of show my appreciation and also my thanks and give you an update as to where we landed. So there were 22 riders and we rode just over 500 kilometers across the 5 days. And that was a challenging part. But the benefit was we got to meet the kids at the end. And more importantly, from what we've done so far. So from the 22 riders, I think almost all of those riders have committed to do the ride again in 2026, which will be either September, late September, thereabouts in 2026. And that'll be an 8-day ride. And already I've done 2 rides for training because I realized that I probably didn't do as much training as I needed to for the hills. The rest of the ride was fantastic. But anyway, what I wanted to do is I wanted to thank all the sponsors. So whether it's family, friends, clients, associates, even people I don't know, people that have just come in from my posts on socials, and I wanted to very, very much a heartfelt thank you. I wanted to pass that on and let you know that my efforts alone, or when I say mine, there were 22 riders and we raised just over $150,000 collectively. And my goal was to hit $10,000 by the end of the ride, and I fell short. So the minimum that we are required to achieve as riders is $5,000 before we hit the plane. And for many of you, you would know that I already went to the Philippines for a couple of days beforehand, and so I was on the road for nearly 15 days. And we achieved another $2,000 whilst I was actually on the ride. So I'm stoked. $7,000 goes a long way to helping the kids in Thailand. Okay, so what I've done since is we get allocated a little child. We get allocated a little card, and that card is still sitting in the back of my phone. I don't know if you can see, there it is there. And there's my child there, Pice. Inside of there, so he's actually sitting in there. And today, with the help of Compton Green, what I've done is I've sponsored Pice for the year. So today I paid another $1,340 or so for 12 months worth of help towards him. Now, each of the children, when you ride, you get allocated a child that you ride for, and then when you get to the home, they you get to spend some time with them. So we spent a bit of time on the first day when we arrived. There's lots of photographs, I'm sure you've seen them. And then that night we went back for a disco. And then the following day, because I stayed on for an extra day in Thailand, we had an opportunity. I think there was 9 or 10 of the riders that hadn't left yet. So we had an opportunity to go back and just hang out with the kids. So we went and spent another 3-4 hours with the kids just playing. And boy, do they have some energy. So I just wanted to update you that I've gone from riding, which is the $7,000 there, and which we've raised, and now already for 2026 or 2025, 2026, I've taken on board the responsibility of sponsoring Pice. He's a little 10-year-old fellow, and he was so cute. If you are interested at all in what I've been a part of, if you think that there's any, even if you can't ride and you're able to spare $110 a month, and you're interested in actually sponsoring a child who's, I won't say homeless because they're not. They've got a home, but they're parentless. So if that's of interest, let me know. Or here it is here, Hands Across the Water, sponsor a child. So by all means, you can just look at that one. I would love to think that you've been following my journey. So where are we there? So we started out here, sponsors update, inside of there. So update number 2, that was me at the airport. Then we went across and spent some time at the Philippines. I'm not sure where I was there. Again, Philippines. And inside of here, again, here's with the team, the VA team, which was fantastic. Really, really awesome being able to get some time with them. And then here I am in the gear riding. Then we had our first, there we go, there's a little card, that's what we were looking for. And this was almost like White Lotus, this particular place here. It was gorgeous. And I thought, if all the hotels are like this, we're not going to want to leave. But it was brilliant. We then, Finn Beaumont, which is Dale's son, did an amazing job on the photography, and he's got another video which we learnt a song, and I'm not sure if it's seen in any of these videos, but we learnt a song along the way, and each day we were learning the words, we were dancing to it, and so Finn's put that together to a video. Each morning we would ride off, we would kick off, the 22 of us, we would actually have a bit of a mission, and Bo Chase would read out, he would read out a story about a particular child in the home that we hadn't been to yet. And here's Pete Baines. Here's an interview with me and Pete and I, and he's the original founder. And if you don't know much about Pete, by all means, jump on to Google. You'll be able to find a lot. He's written a couple of books. He's a keynote speaker. He is just brilliant. And if you do ever have an opportunity to want to, in your business, look at leadership or bring a speaker in, then Peter is certainly a person to talk about with leadership and building teams. And you know, he lives here in Australia and runs the him and Claire, his wife, they run the group, and there's 7 homes across in Thailand. We're just about to kick off for one of the days there. Oh, there's my lunch. That was actually really nice. And I think that might have been that's one of the hotels that we stayed in, which is at the base of a mountain, which was just awesome. And then we've got a couple of days inside of here. Tony didn't fare so well on his ride. Didn't use enough butt cream, and he was very much injured. There's Dale, and Dale's my business coach, and he's the founder of Business Blueprint, and has been riding since 2012. Then there is actually this particular, that's the hotel we stayed in, and then just sat on the balcony and then gave a little bit of an update as to firstly the rain, but also a little bit of an update inside of what it meant to go and see and meet the kids. And there's Pice. There he is there, little fella, and there I am. They gave us a little gift inside, and it's just gorgeous. And another one of the rides. So yeah, it's pretty awesome inside of here. I actually remember taking that photograph. And then here's the sponsor. So what I would love for you to do, if you haven't already, jump onto. You can see here. It doesn't actually say it. There's 52 subscribers. And I set a goal with my team yesterday that I want to get to 1,000 subscribers. So if you can, jump onto my YouTube. I'd love it if you could go in and just become a subscriber, which would be awesome. But I just want to thank a few people as we go along. And down below here are all the family and friends, colleagues, people from the industry that have actually chipped in and supported me. So I'm not going to read out all of the names, but they're all sitting inside of here. And I hope that you felt that you were part of the journey with the videos that I was sending through. So I've got some really strong support inside here. Again, to spend a bit of time, and yeah, it was lovely to be able to get some people came out of the woodwork that I hadn't spoken to for a little while, and which was awesome, you know. And everyone was really positive in their wishes, their best wishes. And lots of people gave me great feedback along the way, particularly to the videos. So these are all the people that have actually supported me along the way. And again, as I said, family and friends, some clients inside of here. And whatever amount of money it was, it went towards the grand total. So I just look at it and say that all of these people were my support crew. We had an awesome support crew for the ride, which were some people that were based in Thailand. They made sure that we were safe. They made sure that we were well hydrated, because hydration is by far the biggest of the issues over there. If you're not well hydrated, it is really easy to find yourself with heat stroke and struggling. And you'll see that in one of the videos that we actually sent through. So Finn's video is going to be next. Please take the opportunity to watch that, and you'll see just how awesome that video was. A little bit of our singing inside of that. But again, I heartfelt thank you. I won't say every bit of it because some of it was really challenging, but I loved the opportunity to be able to go across there. And I think, and for many of the people that are in this little group here now, they know that it was my birthday yesterday. So I turned 55, and I'd like to think that I'm halfway through the journey. 110, that sounds like a fair innings. I've turned 55, and for probably the first time in my life to be able to sit back and then start to look at the world as a bigger place rather than my little insular world. I've always thought that I was doing good things and was a good person, and now to be able to actually reach out to another country for kids that have got challenges that I just had no idea were even. I knew they were there, I just didn't know the stories behind it. And hopefully with my little bit of whatever it is that I do from a business point of view and all the things that I do here, if there's any way that I can help contribute back into Hands Across the Water moving forward, I will. And again for next year, 2026. So once that's launched, I'll be training hills, definitely training hills, which killed me this time, and also getting ready to go across in 2026. So I'd love to think that you would support me for that ride again. Enjoy Finn's video, and thanks. And again, if there's actually what I'd love maybe here, rentrollmaximiser is my company, and Google. I'm also always trying to drive Google reviews. It's not gonna pick it up. But the Google reviews as well. If you want to leave me a Google review, by all means do so. But if you can jump on and help me get to that 1,000 subscribers, haven't got that many to go. 948 subscribers to go. So again, cheers. Have a fantastic Easter. Whatever you celebrate this coming weekend. May good things happen for you and your family. So thank you very much for your support. I very much appreciated it.